Now I'd like to call up Nalini Shekhar. She's the co-founder of Hasirudala, member-based organization of waste pickers, and she's been active in various national movements, networks, advocating for the rights of marginalized communities.
Namaskara ellargu. Actually, I'll be specifically talking about informal sector workers and specifically waste pickers. ನನಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು ಕಾಗದಾಯಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋನ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. ನಾವು ಇನ್ 1997 we started a union in Pune which is called Kagad Kaj Kashtaka. Okay, can you hear me now? I was tall. I thought I was tall. I'm not. So when we started the movement there, and we actually kind of measured how much of contribution waste pickers were making, actually they were helping Pune Municipal Corporation save money in garbage handling, because they were taking away a lot of waste. In Bangalore we have 1050 tons of waste is recycled by waste pickers every day. If BBMP had to do that, they would have spent 84 crores in a year. So we went back to the government and said, see how much work they are doing. We showed it through a study and said, ನೀವೇನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇವರು 84 ಕೋಟಿ 7 ಕೋಟಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹಣ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಕಾಗದಾಯಿ ಅವರು. ನೀವು ವಾಪಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ? What have you given them? At least give them some health insurance. So we made one big press conference about it, and we had the ILO person come, and he challenged Pune Municipal Corporation, how can you not give them health benefits? They said, yeah, we'll give you. Finally we got insurance card, insurance for all the health waste pickers. So we were very happy. We were also very young, right, in that time, in 97. So we were happy. We said, wow, this is really really good, and the premium is paid by the city, and we will enjoy the benefits. So soon we got to know many of them are going through hysterectomy non-stop. And then we realized that there's something wrong, and anyway the hysterectomy they were going through, and in addition to that it was not cashless. You had to pay upfront, and later you'll get your money. So again you're paying your, servicing your loan. So that is how my struggle with health for waste pickers started. So we continued that struggle, and one day that was New India Assurance, and the general manager was very good. He was approving all the stuff, and suddenly the general manager changed. The rules changed without telling us. Oh, you are supposed to give intimation within 24 hours that you are hospitalized. You're supposed to give all the documents before 30 days. People like you and me who are not educated, we don't do many things on time because there is a rule. How will waste pickers do it? All these days we enjoyed a good man sitting in that insurance. It was going through. So then the struggle started. How do we really get real access to healthcare? So we, in that case, we fought and said, all these years you didn't ask, new guy has come, he has asked. We went to ambassador and got everybody reimbursed for what we did. But we had to set up a system where waste pickers would intimate us within 24 hours that they have been admitted to hospital, and then they are, all the papers were given in within 30 days. Now it is all well said. But what happens to waste pickers in a city where there is no Kagad Kaj Kashtakari Panchayat? Why should people who are walking on the street, who have the facility in an informal sector, know how to fill up a form, how to inform? This is a big issue. So even though there are a lot of schemes, even though there are a lot of, whether it should go through government hospital or whether they should go through insurance, it's a big debate. I'm not going in there. So even the place where we think there is an access, why aren't they accessing? Why can't we make this access easy? So when we started the whole movement on national law, we wanted where unorganized sector workers would get benefit, social security benefit. We really fought all the people who are working, whether it's construction workers or street vendors or the rickshaw pullers or the hamalis or waste pickers. We all came together to form one law. So we were happy, at least there's some kind of a universalization of health. While implementing, what happens? No, we cannot do this universalization. Let's have a committee. One committee for domestic workers. One committee for, rickshaw pullers. So we are back in the same trap of, not giving a universal health, but, cutting us into and breaking into pieces, which is making it very complicated. So at national level, we fought and said we want a committee for waste pickers. They said no. Waste pickers, still they have to wait. There are rickshaw pullers and whoever was there in that committee who was working with whichever group, they were there. So we fought and got into the committee and said we need to put out. They said, yeah, we have to form a committee, but it goes to finance committee for approval of getting the people who can be on the committee, because we have to pay their, charges for coming and going. We said, we don't worry, don't give us any money. We put us on the committee. So we were on the committee. We got RSBY for waste pickers. We were all very happy. Nationally, RSBY has come, so everybody can enjoy the thing. Till now, after 4 years, I'm standing here, it has not reached the people. Why is that so? In Bangalore was the first place where all the waste pickers' names and database was given, because we had done a process where 7,000 waste pickers have received an ID card from local government. So we had the data and we have given. So we have been bothering the labor commissioner here, office. Where is the data? Where is it? So they said it's all gone to Delhi. Approval has to come. Once the approval comes, we'll start RSBI. So, and my colleague must have shared in the morning, Saubhagya, every time she calls, every time she goes, it's gone to Delhi. Now all the approvals have come. We go there and see, we forgot to send them the database. And ours was the only database that was readily available. We have just sent waste pickers, but we have not forgotten to send database. So who is responsible for this? How do you make this access easy where there is a facility? How do we make our system accountable? This is a very, very important, crucial kind of importance for us as informal sector workers. So the looking at universalization of health is what we have to really fight. In the meanwhile, we will continue RSBY. We are not going to give up so easily and make it cashless. And BBMP, we went and said this RSBY is not working, so give some waste pickers some of the local benefits. And they said, yeah, we will give you. They gave us all cards for the scheme that the madam has come to speak about today in Karnataka, Vajpayee Arogyasri. All the cards are sitting in my office, 350 cards, only because BBMP has not paid the money to the agency to provide them the services. So where do we stop this? How do we stop this? We are talking about the corruption and ethical issues around the doctors. What about the kind of commitment that we need, kind of transparency and accountability we need within the government to provide the services they're supposed to? There's a huge amount of budget already given in there for RSBY. Why can't we access? So these are some of the challenges we continue to see, and I'm also very optimistic. So I think it will come. I know it will come because we have the power of 7,000 people in Bangalore itself. So we thought, okay, better working condition may be a way to go. So I looked at better conditioning of work. In Pune, we have a lot of stories where people who used to go to pharmaceuticals are now going to the doctors because their conditions are better. Is pharmaceutical guy who was getting generic medication is better, or go to a doctor who is giving a branded medicine? I have no answer. We have to yet to look at that. So one of the findings that we have seen here, below poverty line is many times because of 1 or 2 health incidences in the house. and that's constantly with our waste pickers. We are seeing that, and many people think waste pickers are working with waste, so there's a lot of diseases. It is not true, they are immune to it, but we have lot of issues around occupational health. We are not even getting primary health, we are talking about occupational health. Whether it is, we conducted health camps for about 960 people in the last 4 months. Whether they are 26, 32, 62, all of them have backaches, muscular and skeletal pain, and the best thing they do is go and pop a painkiller. So how do we address it? We are not even able to give them primary care. When do we go to occupational health? This is an occupational health, I'm talking about waste picker, but each sector has to specialize in occupational health. When will public funds be given to occupational health is my question.